Make a lot of noise right now for Bri Pruett!
Hello! Nice to see you. I did just move to Los Angeles. I'm learning a lot about myself. When I left Portland, I knew that my race, I was white and Korean American mixed. I'm a mixed person. Now I live in Los Angeles, and everyone speaks Spanish to me every day. I wish I could help. I was getting a manicure the other day. These Vietnamese ladies are very nice. Then a Mexican lady walked in, and she was like, manicura? And they go, pick out a color. And she goes, K? And she goes, manicura, pick out a color, K? And then everybody in that nail salon looked at me to solve this problem. I was like, I'm sorry, I do not speak Spanish. And the ladies were like, yes, you do. I was like, no, I don't speak any Spanish. They were like, you speak a little bit of Spanish. So I had to come out to them as Korean American, and they responded the way most people do, is like, no, you're not. Which is crazy, because why would I make up a Korean heritage? Y'all might not know this. I know we're in Portland. Korean is not necessarily the most popular Asian right now. Korea is a peninsula, like basically Korea is the Florida of Asia, right? It's a peninsula where embarrassing stuff happens. If I were gonna make up an Asian heritage, I would choose Japanese, right? That's a prestige Asian. That would be, maybe then a white guy would wanna date me, huh? That would be exciting. All right. I think it's beautiful that you guys are coming out to see jokes tonight. I know it's a tough time politically. I just think it's great that you're finding joy. It's good to find joy. Put the screens down. Take yourself out. I took myself to Spain solo just to go on an adventure before the world burns down. That's right. Barcelona. I don't need a man. Went to Barcelona. It was incredible. I got off the plane in Barcelona alone. I looked around in Barcelona. I found out I was the fattest person in Barcelona. They make very slim people there. I think it's the tapas, small plates, a lot of walking. So, despite being very fat in Barcelona, I got a lot of attention, right? People were looking at me like a celebrity. People were like, wow, who's she? Wow. And I was getting a lot of cat calls. They cat call different in Europe. They go like this. You know, like you'd call a dog or eat a milkshake bad. That's what they were throwing at your girl on the streets. And as I said, I don't speak any Spanish, so I wanted to meet some English-speaking people, so I jumped on Tinder. I'm very resourceful. I met a dude who is Italian. He was so excited to see a thick woman. He hasn't seen one in years. He was like, oh, yes, I love BBWs. Oh, yes. Quick check it. Does everybody know what Make some noise if you've heard the expression BBW before. Okay. Quite a lot of you who hook up on the internet. Good for you. For the rest of you, you should know that BBW is an acronym. It stands for Big, Beautiful Woman. It's something that we came up with because we were having a real branding problem, right? So we got in the lab, came up with BBW. I think it's an okay acronym. I personally prefer to identify as like a plus-size hottie, a PSH, a psh, if you will, rolls off the tongue and does it ever. Okay. Actually, one time I was telling that joke in Seattle, a person came up to me who knew American Sign Language. They were like, do you know the American Sign Language for BBW? And I was like, lay it on me. And they go, it's like this. It's like, that is beautiful and a little aggressive. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to start some Lane Bryant revolution where I like blow into a conch shell and all the thick women for 1,000 miles assemble around us, and then our leader, Adele, rises behind us in full Braveheart makeup, like Khaleesi. And she's like, hello, and then she fires a cannon, and we burn down every Lululemon in the city. Yeah, screw Lululemon for sure. Oh, you don't have my size in yoga pants, Lululemon? I try on all their yoga pants, stretch them out, sweatpants now. I just changed your concept. This is my new policy. If I go into a store and you don't have my size, I get to try on whatever I want. Say something, I dare you. Drag me out of this dressing room like it was a United flight. Anyway. This is an angry rant. What were we talking? Spain. So I was in Spain, and I went out with this Spanish guy, and he was all about it. And I was like, weird that you call it BBW, because it stands for Big Beautiful Woman. In Italian, it would be like Grande Venti. It's the biggest one. And So then I went out with a French guy. I met this French guy, and he's like, hey, I'm not great at European accents, right? So he's like, hey, I love BBWs. And I was like, that's weird, because you're French. It wouldn't be BBW. It would be like, or something. And then I met a dude who was Spanish, and he was like, I love BBWs. And I was like, why do you call it BBWs? And he was like, porn. Fetishized all over the world. Anyway, I'm just trying to get the word out to let you know if you've got a thick sister or an auntie, let her know that she can go to Spain and clean up. I don't know what your relationship is like, but it's about to change. I'm trying to get something going here. What's it? Sex tourism. That's what it's called. We're taking it back. Okay. I am a heterosexual, cisgendered woman, which is fine, just the way it shook out this time. Cisgendered means that you'd assume that I was a woman from looking at me because I wear pretty skirts and I have long hair and that ass. But I answer to usually she, her, right? But I'll take a they, them, if you want to call me they, them. Also, I learned recently I enjoy a sir every once in a while. You know, you bring so much authority to someone, like behind a rental car desk, that they forget about the gender construct. You're living your life right, I think. That's right. It's correct. I've been calling little girls sir to empower them, you know, just like, listen, sir, we did not get the apple juice you requested. Boss, we're working on it. If you'll just be patient, sir. Watch that little girl bloom, right? Like, yeah, see that you do. We need these little bitches to take it back for us in the future. In the same vein, I've been calling old men queen every time I get the chance. Try it. It might glance off them like a stone on a placid lake, but it might take hold. Then you'll be responsible for a very interesting transformation, you know? 2017. On the subject of being misgendered, I'll leave you with this. I was a child once. I was 17 years old, and I was the same weight I am now, but I had none of the sauce, right? None of the swag. And I was just a chubby Cabbage Patch doll, and I had a crush on a boy. He was a football player, and he was coming down the hall toward me. And I was like, today's the day. I'm going to say something. So I go, hi, Cody. And he goes, hey, big guy, and keeps walking. And look, at the time, devastated, very sad. Today, 2017, close enough, right? I was probably doing some big guy stuff, you know? Taking up a lot of space, wearing a puffy vest, you know? Eating a Twix brazenly, just going to town. Taking a phone call out loud, just hitting speaker. You got Pruett, go, talk to me. Keeping it on my hip. If I have any kind of like cell phone utility belt on, you gender me however you want to. That's up to you. I am heterosexual, which is fine, but I have a very supportive group of queer friends who support me, and the other day I saw a beautiful woman who I was very attracted to, I thought, and I told my friends, maybe I'm on the wrong team here, I don't know. My friend was like, which girl? And I was like, that girl. And they were like, that chubby, vaguely ethnic brunette? Yeah, that girl looks like you. You're not gay, you're a narcissist. That's what's happening there. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of the show. I'm Bri Pruett.